Hi, good guys, good day. Thank you for joining this English learning. And actually, we already learned much from Sakura's article, and it's really inspire us for how to live a good life. Today, we will continue sharing one very important article. So let's go through this article. Lesson 36: Four categories of mind. Vocabulary. Let's go through the vocabulary firstly. Vocabulary: dissector, dissector, 解剖, to cut open something, especially a dead body or plant, and study its structure. Survival, the fact of a person, organization, or continue to live or exist. Survival. Instrument, a way of achieving or causing something, a way of achieving or causing something. Discriminatory, discriminatory, 歧视性的 treating a person or group differently from and usually worse than other people because of their race, gender, sexuality. He argued that the justice system was racially discriminatory, discriminatory. Vital, necessary for the success or continued existence of something, extremely important. Vital, necessary for the success or continued existence of something, extremely important. Vital, necessary for the success or continued existence of something, extremely important. Wipe out, to destroy something completely, Intellectual, the ability to understand and to think in an intelligent way. Intellectual, the ability to understand and to think in an intelligent way. Orientation, 方向. The particular things that a person prefers, believes, thinks, or usually does. Orientation. We employ people without regard to the political orientation. We employ people without regard to the political orientation. Uncultivated,未开垦. Someone who is uncultivated has not had a good education and may not know a lot about art, music, or painting. Uncultivated, immature, immature, not behaving in a way that is a calm and wise as people expect from someone of your age. She is rather immature for her age, don't you think? She is rather immature for her age, don't you think? Silo, 统称, a large round tower on a farm for storing grain or winter food for cattle. Unsolid, 纯洁无垢 unsolid, not damaged or made dirty by anything, mischievous, 恶作剧 behaving in a way or describing behavior that is slightly bad but is not intended to cause serious harm or damage. She has a mischievous sense of humor. Mischievous, behaving in a way or describing behavior that is slightly bad but is not intended to cause serious harm or damage. She has a mischievous sense of humor. 恶作剧. Okay, let's go through the article. In the yogi science, there is no such thing as brain. Brain is just a body, like there is a heart or liver. There is a brain. I think this overly exaggerated sense of what is brains coming from because our education system has become purely intellectual. We think intellect is everything. In the yogi system, we are looking at the human mind as 16 parts. These 16 parts are in 4 categories. The first one is the buddhi, which means the intellectual. The intellectual is essentially like a knife. You use a knife to cut things open. Buddhi. This is the nature of the intellect, that is, will dissect what area you give it. The entire modern science is coming out of human intellect. So everything is by the dissection. What you can know by dissection is only the material aspect of life. You cannot know life by dissection. The intellect is a survival instrument. If you did not have a discriminatory intellect, you could not survive on this planet. It is very vital, but intellect cannot function unless there is a certain volume of memory. If you wipe out all your memory, you will suddenly look stupid. Intellect looks smart only when you back it up with information. Today, this too much orientation towards intellect and the other dimension of intelligence are completely uncultivated. This too much orientation towards the intellect and the other dimension of intelligence are completely uncultivated. Ahankala. The next dimension of the mind is referred to as ahankala, which we have completely ignored. Ahankala does not mean ego, as most people are beginning to think. It means identity. Intellect is an instrument which protects the identity. Identity is that instrument which allows the intellect to function in a certain way. Now, if you say, my identity is my family, your intellect will do everything to protect that. In that name, in the name of race, religion, nation, we have done many things which are utterly idiotic, idiotic and inhuman, but we do them with great pride because we are identified. If intellect is the knife, we the hand that holds it is the identity. Manos. The next dimension of the mind is called manos, which is a silo of memory. There are many states of memory. The yogic system is focused on how to activate different dimensions of memory because with a limited amount of memory, you are bound to act in immature ways. If your intellect is become super capable, it is very important that your identity is cosmic or limitless and your memory is so evolved that all dimensions of memory are active. Cheetah. The fourth dimension of intelligence is referred to as cheetah. This is a dimension of intelligence which is unsullied by memory. Memory is the basis of all forms that have happened. It is the memory stored in the body which is deciding the color of our skin or whether we are male or female, a human being or some other creature. Memory is a tremendous possibility, but it's also a limitation and boundary. The boundary between what is you and what is me is just a memory. But the cheetah has no memory. No memory means no boundary. It is an intelligence beyond bounds. In the yogic culture, there is a mischievous way of expressing this. We say, if you touch your cheetah, God will become your slaves. Because if your intelligence becomes boundless, everything becomes accessible. Yeah, this is a very interesting article. I think it's very good. We needed to repeat it again and again and again and find out and to understand it totally. What's the four categories? Bodhi, Ahakana, Manas, Chitta. They really make sense. I mean, if yeah, the memory is if you want to use your intellect, it's based on memory. How many memory you have? See how how intellectual you can be. Also, you have mentioned that you have noticed that you have identity. It decided what decided to use your intellect in a certain way. So, if you can have big memory and you can also have limitless identity, then it will you have great power, and then you I think you can close to the cheetah. If you can touch the cheetah, then you can yeah you can touch everything. The dimension. So the big larger memory and the cosmic identity, and the super capable, then you are Superman. Yeah, that's all. I think that's the point that we can find out. This is very important content to understand our mind, intellectual intelligence, and it can help us to look in world. And then we can make the orientation, make the direction. What we should do, we should active our memory and identify with try to hold the identity what we should have, cosmic, not limited by some identity, and then you can make great power to lead the world. Thank you so much. Oh, that's very cute. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Which this article can help you so much. Have a good day. Happy New Year. Bye bye.